What is going on, everybody? It is Adam. It is Adam. It is NC PAckBuster in the Golden War Turtle, episode 15, if I counted correctly, of the Hydro Pump PokeCast. And
Yes, sir.
the one thing that we have been wanting to talk about, we can finally talk about this week. I know a lot of you have gone live, and so I think Champion's Path is going to be the bulk of today's conversations. Both in who's getting what, availability, pricing, set list, etc. I think that's what most people want to talk about. So I'm going to start this one off with we still don't know. At least for what we're getting, we're not the only one in that boat right now. There's lots of people, well, everybody that uses the same distributor as we do. None of them know. Talking with them on Friday, the biggest issue was that there's a huge Magic the Gathering release, A, on the same day, and B, the pre-release tournaments are happening this coming Friday. So that's a huge issue. They were trying to, this week they were trying to package up all the pre-release kits and stuff to make sure that the shops got them in time to hold their pre-release tournaments. So that was a big portion of it. The other portion of it is everybody calling in every minute asking for allocations. And as people have to keep getting pulled off the floor, it takes time away from those that are supposed to be doing allocations. So they've just been behind, and it happens. And we've talked to most people that have asked for pre-orders through us to just continue to be patient with us as we get through this. And we are going to have product, but how much is still the question. So if you're looking for it from us, just please be patient. I'm hoping by the end of the day tomorrow we know, but I'm thinking it's going to be more like Wednesday that I'll have a solid number. So just please be patient with us and patient with the process, because that's just kind of how it goes. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta be patient. I mean, it's like Adam said. I mean, there's been so many questions. They probably field so many calls a day just trying to figure out. Everybody wants to know what their allocations are, and I mean, it doesn't help that everybody's opening this stuff now, and the set list is released, so it just causes more and more interest in the set. But just be careful or be patient. Everything is going to come. It looks like, I think they said, when we do get it, it's going to be shipped out on like Monday. So we're still going to, Adam's still going to try his best to get, as soon as he gets it, to ship it out as fast as possible. But, we're not the only ones. I know other people are kind of in the same boat that we know that are doing the same stuff as us. So when we get it, I mean, everybody's going to be ripping packs, and, it's basically a 2-card chase set. So, yeah, I mean, I was, it went from wanting the set list and then wanting to know when our allocations are to now everybody just wants it to get it on their own. But to be honest with you, I'm not exactly super excited. Like, the set to me looks like they put 2 Charizards in and then threw a bunch of cards on the ground and just picked whatever one they picked up. They just threw a card of that in the set. I mean, I don't necessarily. There's no continuity to the set. There's no like theme. There's really nothing for me. I mean, yeah, I think they did really well putting the Rainbow Charizard in it, and I'm kind of going through the set right now, and I don't know. It just doesn't, set wise. It really just doesn't. If you put the set and you open up a binder, like say you complete the set and you open up the binder and you show everybody, it just looks like a bunch of random cards that, I don't know. It just doesn't really do it for me as far as the set as a whole. But obviously, it only really takes 2 cards to kind of, I guess, fix that. I know we were talking earlier this week, and then even the trainer cards that we've seen them. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of the same cards in it.
It's two new trainers. I think 2 out of 15. are new.
Yeah, I mean, Professor's Research, we have it. Rotom Bike, we have it. Pokemon Center Lady, we have it. Potion, we have it. I mean, Milo, we have it. Marnie, we have it. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I think they were so focused on the the Charizard and stuff that they really didn't. I don't know. It just seems like they didn't put a lot of thought into the whole set itself.
Well, I mean, Hidden Fates was like that last year. Like just about everything was, I mean, was a repeat. So at least trainers wise too, they'd been in other sets and whatnot. So I mean,
I know, but then when they do the shiny vault, I mean, it's kind of, do you know what I mean? Like they did something different there. I mean, it was a set within a set, and I don't know if you do unique stuff like that. I mean, I don't think they were ever going to be able to replicate Hidden Fates, and I don't know if they necessarily wanted to put out another set like Hidden Fates. But at the same time, they did what they had to do to make people buy it, and they did what they have to do to make money. Pokemon kind of knows what they're doing, right? Like the set doesn't have to be that great if you put 2 crazy chase cards in it.
Yeah, only thing I'm upset about is the distributors knew what it was, like what was in it months ago, and they wouldn't tell anybody. Because I would order a hell of a lot more than we did. I mean, I went out on a whim and doubled it at the last minute, but hoping that we would get as much as we could. But they've known.
What's so funny is like I've looked at the cards so much, like even the shiny Charizard, like it has all those like shiny like sparkles, for lack of a better term, but then it has like 3 cartoon or 4 cartoon stars. It's just I don't know. It's gonna be fun to open. It's gonna create a bunch of fan frenzy for it. It's gonna be off the shelf as soon as they stock it retail. Obviously everybody kind of went live after the set was released, the set list was released, and I jump on Instagram and people are selling ETBs for like $80-$90 a piece.
$150 on eBay.
What's that?
$150 on eBay, and people don't even have it in hand. So
they don't even give it a chance to be like released, and do you know what I mean? Like everybody. Even with Hidden Fates, I mean, we still just saw another rush of it in the store in some parts of the country. That I mean, there's so much hype to just get it right now and get it in your hands right now that it doesn't. People just can't be patient. Do you know what I mean? Like they take care of they take advantage of people that just can't be patient, and I don't know. Like if it was me, like I don't know. I would almost take my chance to go to the retail before Walmart or Target or whatever before I'm paying $150 for it. I mean, that's if we didn't have our business or whatnot. Yeah. I mean, I just think that's ludicrous to charge that much, considering like even at $90 is double what we charge, and especially knowing now that what they cost
to get them.
You know what I mean? It makes it even that more frustrating to see people sell from that. Like I almost like on all the posts I see on Instagram, I almost just want to comment. Do you know what I mean? Like I know you're getting them for X, like, and they MSRP at this. Like, why are you charging so much? And like for you to say, well, eBay's charging $80 doesn't justify you doing it as well.
So I've also found a lot of people, at least with the ETBs, not with the other product, that have pre-ordered it through other people and are upselling it at like that $100 mark right now, and they don't they don't even know that they're getting it yet. So
yeah,
which perturbs me a little bit because I think most people know my stance on the whole flipping thing, and I wrote a blog post for Lootbox TV's blog. It should be posted in the next couple days. But talking just about that I kind of walked through how the whole distributor process works, and a lot of people have asked me like, oh, like what's this whole allocations thing you guys keep talking about? And I think this is the perfect time to talk about it because a lot of you have pre-ordered through us, and I keep using this allocations term with everybody. So when you start up as a retailer and you get access through a distributor, before sets come out, the like we order stuff, right? And so you guys pre-order through us. We tell you when we have to have those pre-orders by, but the distributors also tell us what our pre-order dates are. So like right now we keep saying that we're taking pre-orders for Vivid Voltage because we're trying to get a roundabout number on what people want. So we take that roundabout number, we're like, okay, there's probably going to be people late to the party, we'll order a little bit extra, and that comes to our pre-order stuff. So we put that number in with the distributor. What did I do? Was it like 6 weeks ago was when they were due for Champions Path?
Yep.
Somewhere in that realm. I think July 11th, right? I think was the date that they were due for Champions Path. So, which is almost 2 months now that we had actually put in our final orders. So they have like Pokemon has their drop dead date. Distributors need to have their order in, and we need to have our order into the distributor before they pass it up to Pokemon and be like, this is what we need. So we do our pre-orders way earlier than y'all do with us, even though we ask for it super early, like we have been for Vivid Voltage, because we just want to know what the numbers are to make sure that we don't get hosed last minute. Because generally, especially with holiday sets, they're super limited in printing, and you can't just I can't just call them up tomorrow and be like, hey, I need 1,000 more ETBs or something like that, or I need more pin boxes, because this stuff is like, it's super limited in its print, and we're going to get what we get, right? But they're not going to give us more than what we asked for. We're going to get less than what we asked for. So that they order everything for everybody that uses them, all the retailers, and they give it to Pokemon, and then Pokemon comes back and says, this is what we're giving you. And they give them the number of ETBs that distributor is getting, the number of pin boxes, etc. So then the distributors have to go through and take all of the pre-orders from the retailers and figure out who's going to get what. So different distributors use different algorithms to do it. Some of them go by amount of money spent per year. There's a couple of them that do that. So if you don't spend X amount of money per year, like you're not going to get your allocations. And so they definitely hook up the people that spend more money through them, because they know that there's a bunch of places where people can go to order this stuff. And then, so then they take all of it and they figure out how to do it in the most fair way possible. Ours is fairly straightforward with how they do things. They just try and get everybody the same percentage. So if they get everything, and say, one person ordered 10 ETBs and somebody else ordered 1,000 and somebody else ordered 10,000, and they're like, okay, here we go. We're going to give we can only allocate everybody 10% of what their order is. And so then they give everybody 10%. So that's how at least from what I've gotten, that's what our distributor said. So you take things like, everybody keeps talking about this Unbroken Bonds reprint, right? So I called up the other day to order it, because a lot of people have asked me for it. And I was like, hey, can I jump on this Unbroken Bonds reprint bandwagon? And they're like, yeah, Pokemon has already told us what we're getting for the reprint, and we're limiting it to 2 booster boxes, not cases, just boxes per retailer. So we're only going to get 2. So that's how the whole allocations thing works, is these guys go through, they have their methods for who gets what, and then they reach out to us as the retailer and say, this is what your number is, this is what we are going to guarantee you. Now, you can start taking money. Granted, we can start taking money ahead of time if we really wanted to, but I think we've told all of you enough that we knew at least what we were going to get, and we took money for the people that jumped on it immediately. But the rest of it, we've just been like, okay, like this is what we ordered. I'm hoping for 50% of what we ordered. I'd be extremely happy with that. I think it's going to be more like 30 to 40%. But then
hopefully you get the rest in October. Correct. Or close to the rest.
So with the ETBs, there's 2 waves of them. So there's an initial wave in September, and then Pokemon realized that there was going to be way more demand for this than there was, and so they're actually doing it on a second wave. So we'll get a first wave in September, and then we'll get a second wave in October. So that's that's the gist of how this all works. So everybody, we've all, like, a lot of people have been talking about, and I wrote it like pretty heavily in the blog as well. So go check that out. But there's a lot of these retailers that you see that are now giving refunds. So they probably put in like unrealistic orders, like asking for, say, 10,000 Elite Trainer boxes. And they took payment for 10,000 of them. And they went through probably multiple distributors hoping they were going to get it all. And they didn't. And thus they had to start giving money back. And so you have places like Mythical Games, who I used to buy from a lot, and they were really good. But they came into some financial issues due to allocations. So those are the things that you got to pay attention to. I'm not saying that one place is better than another, but if you can hold out and you're good with your money and you don't want to just jump on, spending the $80, work with the people like us, like Mav. I think Pokey Charles did it the right way, but I don't talk to him at all. I know that EpicTube does work with him. I consider Danny Phantump a mentor in this whole thing. He does it very much the same way. Booster boxes and stuff like that, he takes money up front because he knows he's going to get them. But sets like this, that, like, you just know that you're not going to get it. But you just have to be cautious that not everybody's going to get what they want. And that's how the roundabout allocations thing works, because everywhere that I go, everybody keeps, like, everything that everybody's writing and posting and whatnot is allocations this, allocations that. And I wanted to just discuss it this morning or this afternoon on, exactly what we mean by allocations, because I think it's confused a lot of people, and then how the whole allocations game works. So hopefully that answers people's questions and kind of sheds a little bit more light on how that whole thing works. But if you've got any questions about it, I've gotten pretty good with this ordering and stuff like that. So if you've got those distributor type questions, other than what do we pay for things, because I just won't discuss that, because it won't hurt us, but it hurts other people that sell, and there's not a whole lot of money to be made in this, and we don't need to be beating other people down. So those are questions that I will not answer.
Yeah, but it's just also all about being patient. It's just all about being patient. And there's nothing you can do. You can sit here and complain about the way people price gouge and stuff like that. The best way to do something about it is just don't buy from them. They're selling product at what the price of the product should be, a year or two from now, and it's just that sad to see. But all I can really say is all those people that have pre-ordered from us, know as soon as we know, right? You will know as soon as we know, because as soon as we know, then we'll be able to reach out and let everybody know what they're getting and stuff like that. So it's not something that we'll find out and then all of a sudden we're just going to sit there and do nothing with it. Trust me.
As soon as we know the numbers, we're basically going to shut everything down that we're doing, and we're going to have a discussion with our spreadsheet for pre-orders and figure out what we're going to do. So, like, we're going to try and make it as fair as possible. So if there's people that ordered 6, 10, 15 cases from us, and we don't have enough to allocate for everybody, like, our goal is to get at least every person that ordered from us one ETB. That's the hardest thing to come by right now. Aside from those that paid up front within that, like, first 24-hour period where we took, like, that base allocation that we had. Aside from those ones, like, all of the non-paid for ones, we're going to do whatever we can to ensure that at least everybody gets one. That's going to be the goal. And if we can't get you one, we'll reach out to you and be like, hey, like, we have this stuff, and at least get you the packs. I know everybody wants the Charizard. Everyone wants the box itself. They probably want one for a sealed collection. May not be able to guarantee that, but we will work with everybody to at least get you product to open, because I think it's going to be scalped heavily in retail stores.
Yep.
Brad's asking how TCG Player and eBay sales are going. Really well. TCG Player is kind of on this roller coaster ride, depending on how much time I have to upload stuff, and eBay is like non-existent.
Well, the thing with eBay is eBay is the main. So we kind of Adam and I kind of talked about this when we decided where are we selling all this stuff, right? So we're going to sell PSA cards. We're going to sell obviously retail stuff, and then we're also going to, sell vintage stuff. And what are the avenues in which to sell it, right? So a lot of the singles, and like bulk stuff that we sell is Macari and TCG Player. And the whole thing about to use eBay is that's where you're going to get the most eyes on product, right? So eBay by far is good. I think TCG Player is there for singles, but it's not for when you're looking for, like, for example, eBay is going to be a big thing when we sell slabs. We have, it's at least over 500, almost close to 1,000 slabs out there that we are waiting on personally. That doesn't even count all the ones that we've sent out for everybody else. eBay is going to be a huge driver on selling those. Because you don't sell those on, well, I guess you could sell them on Macari, and you could, but the main places to sell those is on eBay. We are going to, once we get everybody that wants their stuff, has their stuff, TCJ Player is another place to sell loose packs. So we could possibly sell loose not Cosmic Eclipse, but CP packs there, more so than eBay. But eBay we've also used for when we're selling booster boxes and stuff. But eBay is really going to be our driver for slabs.
And sports
TCG
cards.
Player for singles. What's that?
In sports cards.
Oh yeah, sports cards. I forgot. So yeah, we Adam is opening a bunch of sports cards and stuff. So we're actually going to put a bunch of the rookies and stuff that he pulls from that in penny auctions to see how they sell on eBay. But that'll probably be the main driver there. And then obviously for like retail stuff, that's driven by Instagram, and that's driven by the Discord. That's the initial reason we set up the Discord was to kind of fuel the talk for the podcast. And the podcast was really came about from Adam and I just having long ass conversations and saying, hey man, this would be kind of cool to like see everybody else's, interaction and what they think about certain stuff. So that's kind of what we use Discord for, but we also want to use it to get you guys, because the whole thing about, when Adam and I discussed about, doing all this stuff with distributors and getting all this product was, to get it to the people especially like Hidden Fates, when nobody can find it. And the fact that there's still people out there, I think it's such a cool set for people that are like just getting into Pokemon. It's such a really cool set for them to open. And the fact that it was just so hard to find, and there's people out there still to this day that haven't opened it is just crazy to me. So the reason we got into this, the reason that wherever we can possible beat MSRP for you guys is all you guys want to do is you guys are just like us. You guys want to put out, everybody opens stuff and has a YouTube channel for their own reasons, but one of the main reason is to open it up, right? And so our goal is to make sure that we can make that affordable to everybody and make sure we can be an avenue to get those in your hands for situations like Champion's Path, where we can already tell that it's just going to fly off the shelves, and we'd like to think that because of us, we will at least be able to get it in people's hands that normally wouldn't be able to get it into your guys' hands, and at a better price too. And so you're not having to go and pay $80 in ETB because you want it, and there's just you feel like that's your only option to get it. So, but yeah, to go back to Wolf's question is, yeah, I mean, sales are going good on TCG Player. I think Adam would agree, and I agree with him. Is like, we wish we would have done it sooner because we didn't really realize like how awesome that is, a way to get singles and deal with the bulk that you guys are trading in. And yeah, and PSA is eBay and the Discord and Instagram and, you know, all those type of avenues to get a hold of us directly is what we use for all the sealed product. I think Adam nailed it on the head too. It's like, even if you're just interested in Vivid Voltage, like you don't have to come up and be like, hey, I want a case, but just for you to say, hey, I do have some interest in it. It's a way for us to gauge because Adam knows how much he wants. I know how much I want. And if nobody else does that, then we'll run into the situation where we don't order enough. And then all of a sudden you guys want it. And we want to make sure that it's not a situation where you're telling us late and then we have to go and get it and then wait for it to get shipped. And then if we can have it on hand and have an idea of what you guys want, and it doesn't necessarily have to be just like the new sets that are coming out. If you hear rumors like, hey, Unbroken Bonds is getting a reprint, are you guys getting anything? Just come to us and ask us. More likely, I mean, we may not be getting like a ton of it, but if you're interested in it, let us know. Like, and it doesn't even have to be Pokemon. It can be sleeves, it can be binders, all that type of stuff. Just let us know. We like to put in a big enough order so that we can save on shipping and stuff. When we save on shipping, we can pass those savings on to you guys. But yeah, I mean, just let us know what you want. If you hear rumors of a new product coming out, just let us know.
Any of the
we'll try to help you guys out as much as possible.
Any of the collection boxes, any of the tins, just let us know. Like as soon as they're announced and it's something that you want, like we can order anything and we can always try and get it to you cheaper than what you're going to buy it at anywhere else. I know that it's fun to go to Walmart. I like the chase at times, so it's fun to drive around and try and find stuff. But like if you're looking for things, let us know. The more we order in a single swoop, the cheaper things get. So, you know, keep a mind on that. You know,
and Adam and I went into this that we weren't going to be like super pushy and say, hey, this is coming out, you know, like this is coming out, get with us. Do you want it? I mean, the whole thing is we'll get as much stuff as you guys need, but you know, we don't want to sit there and be like salesmen where we're like, you know, trying to get after you guys to buy from us. Like there's plenty of options out there to buy. We just want to let you guys know that like we're easy to get a hold of. We're here if you need something, but if you feel comfortable going somewhere else, then go somewhere else. But at the same time, like if you need something, let us know. We're here to help you guys out.
Yes, November 1st is my tentative deadline for paying for Vivid Voltage. I may drop that back just a little bit as long as it's not a ton of people. But if you can't pay until slightly after that, I'll work with you. I just use the first and the 15th.
We're able to work with you guys too. So like if you know a set's coming out and you know you want 5 boxes, but you can't pay for it all right now and you want to start paying early, let us know. We have spreadsheets. Our spreadsheets are up to date with how much. A lot of people with you know, Darkness Ablaze did it, and I know a few people that got in when we initially opened up for like the first 50 boxes of ETBs or 50 ETBs for Champions Path, did the same thing where they, you know, gave us 100 or whatever they wanted to do. Like it's totally fine with that too, because we know how it's like every paycheck you put a little bit aside for whatever you want to do. So it doesn't have to be like, hey, if you want a case of something but you don't have all the money right now and you're like, well then I'm just not going to put the order in. No, just let us know. We'll work with you guys.
We don't take organs in trade yet.
No, not yet.
You guys call Polish Rob if people don't pay up? No, because he's the last one to pay every single time. He's like the biggest offender.
Polish Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I always gotta send out my like Irish knee knocker to go down to Florida to knock some knees to get the money from him.
So, like, getting back a little bit to, I've had my conversations with the distributor and, in a roundabout way without getting too pissy, been like, it's kind of hurting us at the same time. He's like, well, if you get it later, like, your allocation's later and everybody else is already sold out, like, you can charge a higher amount. And I straight up was like, I'm not just going to, put this, I'm not just going to throw this out there and put it up for double, triple what MSRP is just for the sake of it. So, but
I thought to kind of go on to kind of change topics here with the vintage. Did you see how the base set box sold for like $2,000 or $200,000? I mean, obviously, I think it was more like 165, and then plus fees was like 198 or something like that.
The first edition box.
Yeah. And it kind of goes with, like, I heard, I forget where I was reading. Let me see who I was reading. Like that, who actually I think they found out who actually bought the box, and they actually plan on opening it.
Oh, nice.
Which is kind of crazy. But I mean, like, that price right there kind of is setting the market for the if you can find them, the commons and uncommons, like the EVs and all the starters. I mean, you're looking at, I want to say like, was it Squirtle? One of like the starters almost sold for like $2,000 in a PSA 10.
Wow.
Yeah, first edition.
Pogo Dad, no, we don't.
What was the question?
He asked if we had the numbers for CP yet, and I said it's a no. I'm hoping for Wednesday, at the latest, because they'll ship it to us on Monday, and that's when we have to pay them. And so I'd like to get everybody's money in by then. Dark Rocket Dad wants to know where Zard is. Your Zard is in process of getting graded right now.
Yep. There's a bunch in that process. Really, the only thing we've got back from PSA since kind of we started this whole thing is all those people that submitted at a higher level that paid $55 to get it graded.
Yep.
Anything that was graded bulk, like anybody that, if you paid $13 to get your car graded, it has been sitting in, depending on when you sent it, some of them haven't even been checked in yet, but if you paid $13, that $13 mark, it's all just sitting there waiting to be graded or in research.
Idea of when or if you will get them, I do not know. The distributor still hasn't gotten them in. I was only able to order 3 cases. And
of what?
The Hidden Fates reprints. So I was only told that I could order 3 cases because that was kind of like right. They had just closed it as we had snuck in with them, and so we were a little bit behind. But they're trying to get us 3, and I don't know if we're going to be selling those or not. I think we discussed getting those to people that never had an opportunity to open them before, or opening them ourselves just because the cards.
So I got 2 cases, right? So they're 12, so it's like 24 tins. I do want to open some. I have some loose packs. I have a bunch of sealed product, but my main goal with those were to give them to those that haven't opened, and to get them for you guys for a decent price. I think I was like shipped was like $25 a tin. And if you guys are interested, just let me know. Obviously, I'm not going to know until they say, "Hey, yep, here you go," and they're sent to me. But I do understand that some people are still fiending to get some, and if you are, just let me know. Like I said, I'm not trying to make a bunch of money off it. I'm just really trying to get it into people's hands that haven't opened it yet. I know we're going on a year now, but there's still people that haven't had a chance to open it, and obviously, I pulled my Charizard. I'm still actually working on my master set. I'm close. I think I have like 4 cards. I'm close. One's a reverse card. I think it's like a reverse Arbok. out of all things.
If all these PSA cards come back, I might have at least a minimum PSA 9 Shiny Vault set.
Yeah. You got a bunch.
On top of the binder set.
I know.
Oh, man.
But I was just looking here. I was just looking at the set list for Vivid Voltage. That is going to be a really nice set.
That's why I told you. So we'll just get into it because I'm just gonna blow the door open. I think Champion's Path is absolute trash.
Yeah.
I'm not a Charizard person. Everybody knows that. It's fun to pull it just because that's what everybody chases, and it's cool. But like, if it had a shiny or a Rainbow Rare Blastoise, I'd be going nuts. I would think it's the greatest set ever, but it doesn't. And there isn't enough playable in the set. Like, if you have a play set of Marnies and you have a play set of Professor's Research, the trainers are basically nothing. There's a couple of Pokemon that'll get played here and there, maybe kind of gimmicky, but it's not really a player set. It's just another one of those Hidden Fates base sets. Everybody keeps saying that it's like Shining Legends, but it's more like Dragon's Majesty in that all of the bonuses are like, there may be one or two playable cards like Fiery Flint was. There's Quagsire was played for a while. So, like, it just doesn't have that player's feel to it, but it has the chase cards. Dragon's Majesty had the gold card that was the big chase, and then everybody wanted the Reshiram Rainbow as well. So Shining Legends had the shining cards to chase, and that was really cool. So there was like that mini set within it, but I don't know. I'm not looking forward to it. And I told you, I was like, I'm going to open enough packs to get my fill on camera and probably keep some packs around here just to open from time to time. But like, I don't really want to go crazy. Like, I want to open enough to get the set because I just collect every set and I want a master set of it. But like, when it comes down to it, I rather put $4,000 to $5,000 into opening as much Vivid Voltage as I can. A, it's playable. B, the amazing rares are some of the coolest cards ever. Granted, they're not going to look as good in English because of the yellow border, and then the Rainbow Rare Pikachu, the VMAX Pikachu, come on now. It's going to be one of those, and it's going to be highly playable. Cards that we thought we were getting in Champion's Path that we didn't are getting shifted. It's going to be great. And Champion's Path is legit just going to be Charizard chasing, and that's it. It's going to be, I think I was putting bulk away the other day. We have something like 60,000 Hidden Fates cards, and like, you're sitting there, shuffling through it to put it away, and it's like, man, I forgot how repetitive this was. And it's going to be the same way. It's just going to be a Charizard chase.
I mean, basically for us, opening up all the Champions Path ETBs, obviously you get the promo card, grade those. I mean, if you guys want some like business insight, I mean, like, the whole thing to open this set is to grade the promos, pull as many Charizards as you can, send them in to get graded, and try to see where they're at. I mean, even the VMAX Charizard right now is around $500-$600 in a 10, and use those to fund WotC boxes and box breaks. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're a business person, that's what you should be looking like. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure all the guys out there, you let anybody else tell you different, they're lying to you. It's pull as many of those you can, grade them, and try to be first to the market selling those slabs. That's where the money is at in this set. It's not like Vivid Voltage where a booster box has so much diversity in the sense that you have some singles you can sell, cards you can grade, playable. You know, there's you can use a booster box and sell a booster box 90 different ways with a set like Vivid Voltage. When here, you're strictly opening it up to try to pull 2 cards. I mean, the third most expensive card in the set is going to be a promo, and it's going to be an ETB. I mean, it's a 3 Charizard set, and it's the goal is to get them to PSA as fast as you can and sell and try. That's where you're going to make your money in the set is the 3 Charizards. No, I mean, yeah, I agree to some of the other stuff, but I mean, those are going to be like $50 cards. I mean, it's not going to be. I mean, the Gardevoir is kind of cool because it's a psychic type, right? Not a fairy, or was it a fairy and now it's a psychic?
Yeah, it's a psychic now.
Yeah, so that'll be kind of cool because I think it's the first time it's that type. But
so
I don't know.
The thing about these sets is that, like, as a retailer, like, you want to get as much as you can because even the MSRP markup is really well. Like, you can actually make halfway decent amount of money doing it. Whereas, like, I've been pretty open that when it comes to booster box sales after we ship them at $95, we make like $2 a box. So, like, we would have to sell hundreds of boxes, thousands of boxes to really turn a realistic profit to make it worthwhile. So it's not about volume doesn't matter in that stuff. So do you still have DA boxes for bulk? So getting back into the bulk thing, because everybody keeps asking about, yes. I've heard a lot of people talk about not being able to find DA. We can get as much DA as you want, including the 2-pack blisters. I think I put it up on the Discord the other day. If you order 3 booster boxes, I can get you the 2-pack blisters case of 24 for $75, I think is what I put up. So we can get DA. Everybody keeps saying they can't find it, or it's starting to get over $100 plus, or they can't find the double packs. Like, we got them. And if I don't have them here, I've got a couple booster boxes left, but I can get them. So just know that. But with the sets, like, we just got to take them for what it is and what we can get and whatnot. So we try and drop the bottom out to the point of where we don't lose money, because that would be dumb. And I mean, basically the $2 is for the headache of putting it in the box. And if you would have seen how frustrated I was with Darkness Ablaze, like, I actually had a whole assembly line. I had everything printed, and then stuff didn't show up, and I had to wait till the next day. I was pissed. So Harley also asked, how am I going about doing the pre-orders or the orders for the theme decks for Vivid Voltage? I will be selling them both together for $24, and I will only sell them in pairs. I'm not just going to sell Charizard ones. Not going to happen. So I'm not, like, I know some people are doing like $25 just for the Charizard one, and then $12, like $10 for the other one. I'm just going to sell them both for $24, which is MSRP. Maybe I think that's still under MSRP if I have it right. So if you want the theme decks, let me know. They're fairly easy to get, and those are going to need to be pre-ordered though, because I'm not just going to order a bunch of. I'll probably order a case for myself and a case for Adam to keep sealed, and that's it. So if you guys want those, because the Charizard, and it'll have that cracked glass or whatever that standard theme deck thing is, because we've seen what happened with the team up ones. They're skyrocketing in price, so get them. If you want them, let me know, because that's how we're going to do them. I'm not going to split them up, because we end
just
up
makes it too hard. It makes it too hard.
Yeah, it would either be $24 just for the Charizard one or $24 for both of them. So, and if you don't want the other one, I'll just bulk it out. I want a booster box. How much bulk is it? It's $95 in bulk, or it's just 3,000 commons and uncommons are $95 in total, if you mix and match it.
Yes, sir.
MD was looking at our national TCG Facebook page sale, and HGSS Unleashed blisters are going for $500 a piece. Yeah, prices are out of control, especially on HGSS. People are realizing how big it is. It's Adam's next big thing of like the prime cards in those are just going to skyrocket.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the next thing that's like within reach because you can buy the singles.
Actually, prime cards are still relatively cheap, even in a PSA 10.
Yeah.
But at some point, the box prices are going to bring the PSA cards along with it. It's just like what you see now, where nobody, like, 6 months ago, nobody wanted a PSA 9, and now PSA 9s are actually getting some love. It's the same thing. You can't sell Heart Gold Soul Silver base set box for over $3,000, and the PSA 9 prime. What do you want in those sets? You want the legend cards and you want the prime cards. So you can't spend $3,500 on a Heart Gold Soul Silver base box, which by the way is the box. Base set is the box for Heart Gold Soul Silver. No one can convince me otherwise. Undaunted and the other one. I mean, base set is where it's at. But you can't spend $3,500 on a box and the prime cards, which are the chase cards, be so cheap in a PSA 10. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, those prime cards are, and then the legend cards too. And the thing about the legend cards too is they have like the hollow on it is all over the cards. Those are hard to grade. You see a bunch of 9s in those. But Adam and I talked multiple times that Heart Gold Soul Silver is a box that we would like to break and actually open ourselves. The vintage like border that it has, I mean, Heart Gold Soul Silver is where it's at. And another set that's skyrocketing is Call Legends. Another set. What makes these sets so desirable is because they weren't printed at all.
Mm-hmm.
They were barely printed. And I don't know, Heart Gold Soul Silver is just a set that was slept on so long. It is such a great set. Like, it's basically where the unlimited WotC boxes were before this craziness kind of happened. Even some first edition boxes were in the 3,500. But
HGSS boxes were under $1,000 like before this happened. I was pissed that I didn't buy one.
I mean, we were going back and forth. That one guy that wanted like 1,800 for it, and now it's doubled. But what are you gonna do? If we do
really well with Champions Path, like we get most of the allocation, we'll probably buy one and open one.
Yeah.
And we might do that together in November if we can make it happen.
Yeah.
Because I have to teach somebody how to do a live, and I might as well just show up at his house and show him how to do it.
I forgot you're coming up here. You might as well just come up here and just like, look, if Trainer Wolf can pimp out my overlay, because there's already rumors out there that I have the best thumbnails in the game.
They're not yours, though. They're his.
Absolutely. Absolutely, they are mine. Absolutely. Look, man, what makes those so great, look, tell me another person, ready? Tell me another person that has a mascot for their channel that has more like costumes or whatever. I mean, like, the Golden War Turtle, like, wait till you see my next one that he just did for me. This guy is out of control. And I mean, look at our overlay for this. I know Epic's calling it skinny jeans, but like, I mean, it makes us look a little slim, man. You know what I mean? We got the dad bod rock, and I get it. You want like a few more pixels of us. I get it, but like, I mean, he's doing this on a computer that still takes a floppy disk. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I mean, like, my goal is to start doing some lives and start upping my game a little bit. But no, our goal is also to start. We have a bunch of boxes, at least I do, that we want to start doing a lot of charity work. And I know there's Adam and I and Christy and Portia have a pack battle that's coming up that's going to help some charity. And I think the next thing we kind of wanted to do is get some funds together, whether it be through our PS. I mean, like, we have so much money in PSA cards, so that when they come set in, I mean, like, those are all profit. And then, so you can see that we got a Charizard that we're going to be raffling off for charity. These box breaks, a portion of every single pack we sell, WotC pack we sell, is going to charity. So I think that's kind of the next step with us is really starting to get some of this money that we're getting in to fund some of the charity work that we want to do. So that's kind of like our next step.
I think I'm going to open up I head up to the Northeast for a couple weeks in October, and when I get back from that, we'll open up the Charizard, and I plan on running the drawing for that the day after Thanksgiving, or on Thanksgiving. I might even do it on Thanksgiving Day, just as something fun to do for that.
We can do it on Black Friday because we go into stores.
Yeah, you ain't going anywhere. So I might do it. We pile up.
We've bounced off ideas on how we're going to actually do it, but it is going to be. I think we both landed on using random.org somehow because
I was going to do it with tickets. I think is the best way to do it. Yeah, just get a big old roll and send you the pictures of your numbers and put everything in. We can do it as random.org. We can discuss it, but we're going to split the money between two charities. If we hit certain numbers, then we'll add in extra stuff, so it's not just one main winner, and we'll go from there. But
look, as much shit as I give Travis for like his giveaways, making Amanda cut up freaking pieces of paper with everybody's name and putting it in a bowl.
Yeah.
You got to use random.org. We can put so many things in there, and you just random, you roll a dice and it.
Yeah. It's just randomizing the numbers to it. You know?
Huh?
It's just randomizing the numbers to it.
Well, everybody gets their number, and you just keep it. You just put on the Discord, put everybody's name. Everybody gets a number, and then your number will be right next to your name. And look at you going old school, like paper and pen, man.
No, I was just gonna get like raffle tickets.
That may be worse than me never doing a live.
No, I was just gonna get raffle tickets, write people's name on the back of them, and then show them the picture of their tickets and go that way.
Oh my god, what is that? That is archaic.
It doesn't matter.
That's worse than me in a sleeveless shirt, bro.
Old West Virginia style. Going all West Virginia on it. Oh man.
What?
But I think that's the next big thing is we're gonna do the cancer research live opening together, and then we'll do the raffle for the Charizard. It'll probably be $5 a ticket, or 5 for 20. I think
I really want to do so. Like the first box that we're gonna do that goes to charity, that we're gonna sell the whole box, is going to be a Topps box. I'm not sure which one I want to do yet, but it's going to be a Topps box, because I think what happens is like at the price point that we can sell it that we can sell it at, more people can get involved, and those cards people will sleep on. Just one, how hard they are to get in a good grade, and a lot of times a 9 is a really good price for those, and you're even starting to see those Topps cards kind of creep up there. I mean, it's just like the Boom. Yeah, you see a first edition base set box sell for 2K or 200K, but it's brought up everything else behind it Pokemon related has gone up. So I know Adam and I will be selfish when it comes to Heart Gold, Soul Silver. We've been wanting to open up a sort of box forever. That one will not be going to charity. That one will be getting opened by us. But I got a base set 2 box that will be going to charity, that will be selling packs. And FYI, a base set 2 box just sold for as high as I've ever seen it at $7,500 for a box for the so-called worst WotC box ever created. I get it. It's a combination of base set and jungle, but even that Charizard. Look at that. Go find a PSA 10 base set 2 Charizard. It's gonna be hard to find one.
To answer Zay's question, I'll give you my roundabout answer for everything, and I think Adam's in the same boat with me on this one. Is sell it when it gets to the price point where you want it. Right, like everything is eventually going to go up. It's not going to tank in price because it isn't just going to like show up out of nowhere in mass. It's
you talking about like selling it?
Yeah, like he has near complete sets of each of them. Like sell them. Like come up with a price when it gets to where you want it. Then drop it. If you need to get rid of it now, get rid of it now.
Here's the thing about vintage and when you're selling stuff. You look. You're always going to sell something and it's going to go up. So you can't get fixated on the part of, should I sell it now? Should I sell it now? Should I? I mean, stuff I was selling 6 months ago. I mean, here's a prime example. I think it was PokéLoot Collector bought a $150 mystery box for me, right? From me. And it was like during the boom. And he sent it and then he never opened it. And when he finally opened it, it was worth $300 and he had it for a month. So I can't sit there and the most important thing when you're selling vintage stuff and selling stuff and anything in general is if you're selling something that's vintage or you're selling something that's worth money, it's always going to probably end up going up in price, and you can't worry about not selling it, because if you're having trouble on whether you want to sell it or not, just keep it. Now, if you're selling it for, I know some people in Discord and other places are selling stuff because either they want to go on a trip or they, COVID's, for whatever reason has caused them to have to sell some stuff to get some income. You can't be fixated on the fact that you sell it and then a month later it's worth $100 more. Like you have to just say, hey, look, I sold it. I needed the money and I got what it was worth when I sold it. That's how I always look at it. I have a spreadsheet of every single thing I've ever sold vintage wise, especially in what I've sold it for, kind of when I put a value on a mystery box. And I just go back to when I first started selling them and the prices of like what I was charging. Like for $100 for a first edition Team Rocket pack unweighed, and now it's like $250. I mean, you can't go back and dwell on what could have been if you would have kept it and then sell it now. I mean, you just can't do that. I mean, these guys that are like the Z&G Emporium and TCA Gaming, like they don't dwell that. I sold a pack or I sold a booster box for X amount of dollars, and now I could have got now it's worth $5,000 more. I mean, you kind of if you're selling it for a reason, then you got as long as you kind of get what it's worth, market value at the time you're selling, that's all you can do. I mean, everything is going to go up.
MD asked, could you shed some light on how to better track prices on different products aside from eBay? It asks questions like if you're in different Discords or Facebook groups and stuff like that. It's like it's what you got to do. eBay's the best because that's where most people sell it at, and it has the last. It has like the sold items section to it, so you can check and you can just keep running down the list as to what it had sold at. There really isn't anything else that keeps a running list of it other than eBay. You can always open a seller's account on TCG Player, and you can check what last sold stuff is, but only gives you what the last one was. It doesn't give you the market trend of it to try and pick stuff out. So you only get the last one.
And when you're looking at like how much something's worth, a lot of people, if I'm selling something or they want to buy something for me, or I make an offer on eBay. They say I make an offer for $100 and somebody has it for $150, and they say, "Well, I'm selling it for $150. The last one sold was $150." Well, my whole thing when I go back to them is, hey, look, yeah, it sold for $150 yesterday, but the 5 before that sold for $100. That was just meant that that one person at that one time wanted that card so bad that he was willing to pay $150 for it. What a card's worth is not what it last sold for. That is not what a card's worth. That is a I think that's a misconception that what people say, well, this card just sold for $500, so that card is worth $500. You need more data points than just what the last one sold was, because a lot of times on eBay, you'll see multiple sells, and you'll see that, hey, yeah, it may have just sold yesterday for that, but 2 or 3 days earlier, it sold for this. So you're telling me in 3 days the card went up for $150? No, just somebody really wanted that card at that time and was willing to pay for it and buy it. So eBay is really good because it has such a large consumer base, especially for collectibles, that there's enough data points there that you can kind of see what the product has been doing over like the last month. And sometimes if it's a very rare product, I mean, maybe like the base set, the first edition base set box sold for $200,000. I mean, there's not a lot of those selling. So when it's something like that big, maybe that is the market now for that, right? But like if it's something like a shiny Charizard or like a VMAX card, I mean, you got to look at multiple data points because it's so new and there's so much of it. So you got to kind of factor in rarity too when you're looking at those types of things.
And then eBay sold for singles is really good too. I was on the Red and Blue podcast as a guest last night, and I discussed it. Is that a lot of people use TCG median prices for singles, but the problem with using TCG median over market is that it takes into account the outliers. So if there's like people that put stuff up like on day one and then never change their pricing on it, and it's like slowly started to drop, like you'll end up, it screws up that median because it actually does like take everything into account when it comes into that. So you just gotta
because with TCG player, I mean, if you have up 1,000 cards, it is so hard to go back up there and try to update them and to make sure. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like to go back and lower a Crobat for $1. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be like, I know Adam does a great job of like kind of like predicting, like and making it something so that he doesn't have to go back in and check a lot. You know what I mean? It's not just putting a number on it to kind of put it. I mean, because if you go to TCG player and you look at Crobat and you're like, holy cow, the most it's ever sold for is $40 and it's worth $40. No, somebody sold that $40 before it came out, and people wanted it then. Now it's kind of like, $13 or whatever it is now. So
$16.50.
$16.50.
We just sold out.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. I mean, you got to do your research. Like anytime someone asks me, "Hey, Adam, how much is this Charizard worth?" I just don't go on eBay. Like I don't have that number with me. I'll go in there. You give me a couple minutes, and I can do some research.
She asked where we store sealed products. It's just
here. Yeah, Bryce's room. Adam had to get some shelves and boxes and stuff because he has a lot of shit.
A lot.
I have a lot of sealed stuff, but I got a lot of booster boxes and stuff like that, and those don't take up a lot of room.
Let's see here. Where do you stash it? Let's see here.
Stupid question. How much would Flashfire be worth without Charizard's EXs?
Like nothing.
Stupid answer for a stupid question.
Yeah.
I mean that's what makes that set.
I mean, what do you have? Like a Toxicroak and a Kangaskhan full art outside of that? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
doo-doo.
The fact that there's so many in there is kind of what makes that.
Yeah, buddy. That's why Generations is so high too. the couple of them that's in there. What else we got?
I'm kind of here.
I think that deserved a stupid answer. Thanks. I mean, you look at just look at the sets that are high, and they have Charizards. They have Chase Charizards in them. That's the reason that they're high. So,
I mean, the same question with CP. What if it didn't have a Charizard in it? It would be the worst set in the history of all time. There's no fluidity in the set. There's no rhyme or reason. It's like there's nothing. There is absolutely nothing.
I was freaking out because our pre-order MSRP was like $125,000 worth of product that we had ordered. And I asked that, I went out on a whim and I doubled at the last minute everything that we ordered because I was like, they can't shaft us. There's a stupid gold Charizard on the ETB. It can't be that bad. But I freaked out at the last minute, and I actually called, freaking out to the distributor, hey, you haven't told us our numbers. This is getting stupid. I think the set's going to suck. And he's like, trust me, this is going to be one of the best sets ever. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to want this. You just have to be patient. And then, sure enough, the next day, the stuff got leaked. But the Champion's Path wouldn't be what it is if, the ETBs would if they kept the Charizards in there, but if there wasn't the 2 Chase Charizards, who would open it? They'd open it years later. Everybody's now opening Shining Legends because they're oh man, these Shining cards are nice and the Mewtwo and stuff, but why is it still on shelves? Because it wasn't oversold in the beginning.
Well,
people didn't want it.
When you look back on Darkness Ablaze and how everybody was like, oh man, we're not getting the VMAX Charizard hyper rare. This is why. This is why. Because if we got it there, their set would be horrendous. This is why they didn't put it in that one, because they had to put it in this. Otherwise, it would be I don't know. Do you think a shiny Charizard alone would have carried this set?
No. Maybe. People eat that up.
I know, but I'm just saying, I don't know.
Eat it up.
I think that all the buzz that it has right now is because it has both in it. If it just had one, I don't know.
Yeah, the price match, but it's because it's out there, right? There's a lot of the product is out there right now, and it didn't all get scooped up. It's just it's there. It just didn't have that card. It didn't have that super buzz around it. Now that it's one of those holiday sets that's attainable because Dragon's Majesty went out of control as well. Then that was the next best thing, and it's at regular retailers. I ain't gonna lie, I buy it when I see it. I love opening it. Granted, I'm still missing the Rainbow Rare Mewtwo, and that's the reason I keep buying it. But it's a good investment set. All around. All the rares are hollows, and so it's easy to sell in custom packages and stuff like we do, and so it works for me. But the EX Ruby and Sapphire series, I like the EX stuff. I wish I could afford it and open it, but Adam and I have talked about going Gold Star hunting a couple times. It's just a matter of having money to do it. So, yeah, Shining and the Shining cards and Shining Legends are getting people to open it too. With the Mew and the Rayquaza and a 10 selling for the $400 to $500 range now, somewhere in there. So you keep cutting out you block yourself out completely every time you pick up your phone.
Because of my overlay?
Yeah. Well, because you green screen it, yeah.
Well, because Portia said I can't show the back until it's done. Apparently, we need curtains.
It's just a white wall behind you.
You call it white. If you call it white, she will strangle you. It is not. It is seafoam.
It's white.
It's seafoam.
It's white. Is it seafoam white? Because it ain't seafoam green.
Look, man. I'm just there to lift stuff. But
the art on the EX boxes are awesome. It's because of the skinny jeans. It's not because of the skinny jeans. his green screen that he has to have, it blocks him out.
Yeah. Trust me, bro. I am not wearing green skinny jeans.
You couldn't fit in skinny jeans if you tried.
No. I wore one sleeveless shirt and I got ridiculed. I'm not wearing skinny jeans.
You got to put your phone lower.
Huh?
You got to put your phone lower because it keeps cutting your face
out. What else? Did you pick anything up this week?
Did I pick anything up?
Oh, you got Hidden Fates. You found Hidden Fates.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't found Hidden Fates anywhere. I feel like some parts of the country it got like a ton, and then some got nothing.
I got a bunch.
I
got a bunch of bulk in. I went to the
Central Ohio. There is no Hidden Fates whatsoever. None.
I got bulk in. I sent.
I did end up buying those. I ended up buying one case of the
DBS, right?
Huh? No, one case of the ball collections.
Oh, that's right.
I talked to you about it. I was like, and I'm like, I'm doing it.
Bring back the orange life jacket. I'm gonna bring him a life jacket just so he can wear it.
Hey, FYI, Brad was playing Tom Clancy's War whatever thing, and I was watching
the ship battle one.
No, not the ship battle one. He was actually like
what, the Division?
Like, I don't know. He was actually like running and like doing and he put on a life jacket and he was just on land. And I think it was a dig at me because I was watching. It was just like a life jacket. And he was just like running around on land with a life jacket and a backpack on his like avatar guy. I was like, nice.
New Digimon. I have no idea, but if we can get it, Sudon, I will get it for you. I'm not gonna dig into anything else. I am doing. I think we're gonna shift Magic the Gathering to Wednesdays, so Christy and I can do we're gonna shift our live streams to Tuesdays. I think. Because
Did your thing say Wednesday? That thumbnail he made that you've yet to display?
Well, because we haven't done it since I got it. I don't think it does.
All right.
But we're gonna shift it to Tuesdays, and then it'll be Magic on Wednesdays, and then sports cards on Thursday. So, but if we can get a hold of like I know we can get Magic. We can't get Magic. I know that we can, as of right now. The only other card game we can get is Final Fantasy, which I'm surprised you don't open, being a huge Final Fantasy guy.
Actually, I probably should, but
those cards are gorgeous. I don't know if you've seen them.
They are, man. They are. So basically, what I'm doing is on Mondays I'm opening Pokemon, right, and then Wednesdays I'm opening DBS, and then Fridays when there's something, Bryce will do a video when there's something for the kids to open. But so this Monday I'm opening First Edition Team Rocket. I'm opening Legendary Treasures, and I am opening a Hidden Fates ETB. That everybody's like, yeah, Hidden Fates ETB. I'm opening it.
We'll be opening one soon enough too. What's going on?
If you guys wanna see a variety of cool things, I mean, how much is that? ETB is like $250. I don't even know. I
think one just sold at like $325.
Really? So that's $300. So what's an art set of Legendary Treasures? Was that like $60 a pack?
It's maybe $100. $25 a pack. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see. I don't believe you.
Maybe
$30. You're saying maybe $30.
I'm going to be opening up a Hidden Fates ETB because I found one that had a crack in the seal, and so it's got to be.
Really doing?
Tease Rob about it, absolutely. What's going on, Twins TV? I saw that you just popped in. What's up?
Probably right. Probably $100 an art set. Did
you say I was right?
I think you are.
But yeah, I mean.
Yeah, so it's about like $25, $30, probably around. I'd say 25. So like $100 an art set.
Yeah, $100 an art set sounds about right. That's a box that I want to open.
Yeah.
Maybe if we ever hit I know it's a long way away. Maybe if we hit 2K, I'll open a booster box of Legendary Treasures.
So we got that, and then we got Hidden Fates, our first edition. So I don't know. It's like an $800 opening on Monday. For those that you nerds that.
When are we getting PTCGO with NC again? I'm going to try and do it Saturdays when I'm home. And then Saturdays that I'm not, I'm going to try and get like some kind of like meta deck testing or just some kind of deck testing. Go over, how to play it and that kind of stuff. So, but I don't have time right now. I'm so crazy busy between business and work, and I would love to, and I'm gonna try. I will try the nights that I can and whatnot. So, Cleveland lost to Baltimore, and I'm not a Carolina fan. I'm not a football fan, so I'll watch
RPG, yes, I know. I don't know. I like pain.
You
I guess
just ghosted yourself again. You got to put your phone down. Put your phone down. You got to put it below. You got to put the phone below the camera. You keep ghosting yourself with your green screen.
I was just reading it. Like, yeah, I don't know why I like the Browns. I must just like failure.
I mean, you're a Notre Dame fan.
Yeah, but we've won over 11 games the last 3 years. We're actually like in a nice time to be a Notre Dame fan.
Adam, make Adam do more work so you can play PTCGO. I've tried. It just doesn't work.
But, I mean, what do you want me to do?
I've sent you pictures of stuff and you've never put it up.
Of
I'm
what?
just gonna send it to you. I sent you all those rookie cards.
First of all, that's because you like take pictures of the product with a Kodak disposable camera.
Yo, it's that iPhone life, yo.
This is awful. I'm like, oh my god. So yeah,
I did see Dave do the Mick Keg, and he did it with like fake meat burgers. I was like ready to yak.
Hey, but I think he did it faster. I was talking to Rob while he was playing that Fall Guys. I think the reason that it had less grease because it wasn't. Yep. That's what I think it was. It was like, and then Rob did it while he's drinking a Coke, and that just put all kinds of bubblies. You gotta do it with water, man.
That screwed it all up. And then what was the other thing? But the one thing that put Dave over the edge that I would give Dave the advantage to is he used the goat cheese, which is way more rich than that plastic American cheese stuff that you get it. So
yeah, it just binded them all up, man.
Oh man, like when he put that on there, I was like, man, I love a good goat cheese, but at the same time, like that's just gonna
But the thing about it is those vegetarian ones, those are like I think they're more like dense. You know what I mean? It's not like you don't get all that. I don't know, man. It looks like it's eating cardboard.
I might do it with some Bambi burgers. I don't know. I thought about it. That's all I eat. I don't know
if I could do it. See, McDonald's would just it would put me out.
Well, that's why I would do it with Bambi burgers. I'd make them myself. I couldn't do it with.
Just do like 4 quarter pounders. Oh, you need 8. Oh my god.
Well, I would just take 2 pounds of deer meat out of the fridge, throw it on the grill, and just go to town. I would just make them myself. I couldn't do it at fast food. My boot hole would not like me for a very long amount of time.
That's cool. Yeah, so yeah, Dave put it down though, man. He actually did it in like less than he did like 9 minutes.
With the pack opening too. And he took a long time to open the first pack. Like he would have blown through that thing and he probably would have eaten that whole thing in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. But no, I mean that's good stuff.
It's fun to watch it. It sucked when I did the garlic challenge. I was like, I'll never do a food thing again. That was awful.
I don't know if food challenges are my thing. Like I'll like watching them. I loved watching Man vs. Food. You remember Man vs. Food on Travel Channel or whatever? I think that's my comment today. I was like Man vs. Food and today Man won or whatever. You know, Rob should do if you want someone to do this challenge, right? Then you have to have some type of T-shirt that says I defeated the McKay challenge, and you have to send it to whoever does it. That's how you're going to get people to do it. Look, I should be in his marketing department and say, look, you need to make a shirt that says, and it has a picture of your face with the meat sweats trying to finish a challenge, and then you have to send that. On the back it says, "I completed the McCaig challenge," and then you get a T-shirt for completing. Because everywhere you went, where that guy did the Man vs. Food, wherever he went, you got a shirt, you got like free food, you
or
got
your
something.
name on the wall. Yeah.
Look! I eat 2 pounds of food. You saying my name 25 times on your channel does nothing for me.
Yeah.
It does nothing for me. I want a shirt with something that says the Golden War Turtle is better than Polish Rob or something. I need incentive to be able to eat that sandwich. Like, I need something. I don't like you going on your podcast and saying the Golden War Turtle 25 times doesn't do it for me. I need something. Like he had to go. Like when I pulled the shiny Charizard on his channel, he had to go out and find another cat shirt because I retired his cat shirt. You see that? You see that Puss in Boots shirt that he has on that looks like it's a cat's high? He has to wear that now because I retired the other one. You have to give me some incentive. Like, I need something.
What is the Krispy Kreme challenge? Because I might do that. I could throw back some donuts.
Ooh, that's a good one.
What is the Krispy Kreme challenge? I might try that.
Or, you know what? I'll tell Rob. I said, Rob, I'll do the challenge, and if I complete it, I want a picture of myself in your background next to your Hidden Fates ETB. So every time you go live, my face is on your live.
In Adam versus Adam, who has the most valuable card? He does. Golden War Turtle by far. Far and away. Not even close. Not even close.
I'm trying to think of what my most expensive card would be.
You also spend way more money. Your PSA 10 Dark Charizard, probably.
Think so?
Be up there.
Yeah. It's got to be up there, yeah.
Gyarados Freak's own challenge invention. I want to know what it is, because I'd almost do this. Do you think it's worth buying 7 of those double packs? I think it's worth buying all of those double packs. I love those things.
Which ones? The Sword and Shield ones?
Yeah. I'm surprised we didn't open. We bought a case for ourselves. I'm surprised they're not all gone yet.
I bought like 11 from GameStop because they had the 20% off, and I had a $5 coupon.
Yeah.
And I opened them all. Like, I got home, the kids weren't here, and I was just like,
Of course you did.
Hey, I didn't get anything out of it. I mean, I feel like all 22 packs literally went in a box that needs to be sent to you. Besides the point,
I want you to open Final Fantasy. After talking to you the last couple nights and you playing Final Fantasy VIII in your grandma's basement, like, I want to see you open it just to see what you would think.
The boxes?
Yeah. Like, open the cards.
I know all the characters, so it wouldn't be like an issue where... Do we can get that?
I think so.
I'll look into it. I'll open it. I'm down. I went extra nerdy when the Final Fantasy VIII card game came up. I was like, what?
Oh, I could easily down 6 Krispy Kreme donuts. Challenge accepted, brother.
What? Dude, when we were at work, every Fat Tuesday, somebody at work had to bring in Krispy Kreme donuts, and we had to kill, I think it was like at least 6 in the first hour that we were at work. And so every year we had like an office and there's like 4 of us together, and every Fat Tuesday somebody has to buy donuts. And then one year, like, we all get Krispy Kremes, and then the new guy came in and he went to like this place called like Buckeye Donut or something. He came in and we just looked at him like, don't be bringing, like, I don't want Fruit Loops on my donuts. Like, bring me a Krispy Kreme. Like Fruit Loops on it. It had
Dude, don't even get me going. Because there's a place here out east. I've found them in Virginia, North Carolina so far. But, dude, they make the donuts in front of you, and then you could put whatever the hell you want on them. So they'll put, like, maple glaze with, like, pieces of, like, bacon and stuff on it. It is
those are good.
Amazing. They'll do like a chocolate, like they'll dip the regular, like they cook them in front of you. You watch them like go into the fryer and fry up, and then they'll put like chocolate, and then they'll do like a peanut butter like glaze over the top of the chocolate, so it's like a Reese's peanut butter cup. My God, it's amazing.
Man, when we went down to Orlando, they had the Voodoo Donuts on Universal.
Yeah,
Voodoo Donuts is pretty good.
Duck Donuts
Dude.
out east here is amazing.
Is it Duck Donuts?
Duck Donuts is ridiculous.
I think I had Duck Donuts when I went to Myrtle Beach. There was one right. It was right there, or Kitty Hawk, or I don't know, somewhere over there. We went one year.
Duck Donuts is legit. Duck Donuts.
Dude, there's a place. There's a place here. Don't knock it. Don't knock it. There's a place here that's like right down the street from me, and it's like a burger place, and they have a peanut butter. It's called PBB&J. It's peanut butter jelly and bacon burger. I know it may sound nasty. It is so good. Oh, dude, it's so good.
Dunkin' Donuts used to do breakfast sandwiches on donuts for a while. Those were banging. You get a bacon, egg, and cheese on a glazed donut. It was.
Yeah, they at our fair they did between two Krispy Kremes.
Oh yeah, so good.
God, that is bad for you. That is so. You talk about a dad bod. Oh, God. That's part of the reason I can't wear a sleeveless shirt is because of that sandwich. I can't wear a sleeveless shirt because of that.
Oh man, we got way off the Pokemon topic when it came to donuts. All Gyarados Freak had to do was bring up food challenges and donuts, and now we've gone down a totally different tangent today.
Hey man, I love me some donuts.
Oh goodness.
But yeah, I think I don't think we had much else to talk about. I know next week it'll be is it next week or we're doing it the Sunday before release?
What's that again?
The next one will be Sunday before release. We're talking.
No, will be the Sunday after release.
Oh, the Sunday after release,
yeah,
which is perfect.
I think I'm going to go hunting this next weekend, right before.
Which is perfect because it'll be released on Friday, and then we'll have tons to talk about. And hopefully, I know you said you'll probably open it on Wednesday, so hopefully we have some shiny or rainbow Zards to show off.
So we'll see. We'll see if I open it on Wednesday. It'll all depend on. I don't think Christy works, so we'll probably get Addison in bed, and then we might go. It depends on if we get it, when we get it, and then we might go live a little bit later on Wednesday night this week if we have it.
But it's going to be on a pallet that's going to be like backed into your garage.
Hopefully. So we order, what is it? Double V boxes, right? Come out in this section.
In the first pin cases.
Pin collections come out.
Yep.
And then ETBs. So we asked for 1,000 ETBs, 250 pin collections, and 72 double V boxes. So.
Yep.
AMD, I have heard about the new one, but I don't keep up with the Japanese sets as much because I don't collect it. So I really can't shed a whole lot of light on it outside of the fact that I think they said there's going to be a shiny Blastoise, which makes me a little bit happy.
No, I think that's the set where I just told you had the EV VMAX.
They called it Shiny V, I think is the name of it. So.
Kind of look like Ninetales.
Sell Japanese, please. It's too hard. I know Mav, the Mad Collecta, is working with some people over in Japan to get it sent to him so he can sell it. But it's super hard.
If he ends up doing it, hit him up. Good guy.
It's just too hard. It's just one of those things that like we just don't have the overhead for right now. You've got to, like I'm letting Mav jump on that one. I'd rather get into trying to get more card games, like trying to get a distributor so we can get DBS ourselves, that kind of stuff. So we can't do Magic, we can't do Yu-Gi-Oh! Because we don't have a physical store location, and that's required by Konami and Wizards of the Coast. So it could be another Hidden Fate set. It's just like with the 25th anniversary coming up next year, like I don't know. I just don't know. I
can't wait to see what they do for the 25th anniversary.
Yeah, Rob and Nate were talking about it last night, and I was like, I'd like another. Everyone was like, oh, they don't reprint sets, but Legendary Collection had Rocket and Jungle and stuff in it. So why couldn't we have like a Legendary Collection again, where we had like all these, like a mashup of all these vintage sets? I don't know. Nate
I
brought
would
out.
almost like I would almost like dark Pokemon. Like if but they could change the artwork. Like they could, you know what I mean? Like a dark Blastoise, but change like the artwork, or like a dark like. I think they could do something like that. I don't necessarily. I don't know. I wasn't. I guess I'm not as big on evolutions. Like I don't know. Like I like to try to put a new spin on like old card ideas. I guess. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, Nate brought it up last night, and I didn't even think about it. And then I was like, you know what? That'd be really cool if they reprinted the Neo sets together. Like they took like the best of the best out of the Neo sets and made something out of it. That would be cool.
Or like I thought, would you do like a hyper rare rainbow Typhlosion? How cool would that be?
Yeah, I mean, it would be cool.
Do you know what I mean? Like put a
yeah. MD Legendary Collection was WotC. So
yeah.
Building the workshop. Kathy. Canadian Kathy. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do with it. We still haven't gotten Tag All-Stars, which I think is a bummer. There's a lot of cards in there that we didn't get. Maybe we get those as promos next year, just as collector's pieces. I don't know. We'll see. I just want the red, the blue, and green for those full art trainers that have Squirtle, Venusaur, or Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander on them. That's the only cards I really want out of it. Maybe the Rainbow Rare Espeon, Deoxys, and Umbreon and Darkrai cards. So that's what I'm thinking. Dark Blastoise VMAX. That'd be cool. Anything with Blastoise.
What do you
say? Cool Squirtle said Dark Blastoise VMAX. That would be cool. They should make a box like the XY box with the full arts.
They should make a Christie box.
Talking about the owner of Hydro Pump.
There's a lot I want to say to that, but I'm not going to. They should make a box. So the XY box that Mo's talking about is the one that had like all those reprints of the full art trainers in it. It was the $100 end of the year box. If they reprint the Neo series, wouldn't that hurt the originals? Not really.
No. If anything, it'll help it.
It'll
There's
drive it up.
nothing like the #1 band.
Like what?
I don't know. She's day drinking. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Sipping on the Trulies.
Nope. She's got the Chardonnay going. Get out!
Airplane. Oh.
Airplane?
We want to fly.
I just locked the doors.
Yeah, I know the box, Mo. The one that came with all the trainers. I don't have one. I always thought about getting one, and the trainers never held their value.
If they reprint something, it will drive the old stuff crazy even more.
Like
it'll drive more interest. Like to me, Neo Genesis is like. I mean, it's top 3 favorite sets. It is such an awesome set.
Well, like if they even reprinted like the Shining cards, right? Like you want the shiny Magikarp and the Shining Gyarados, the ones from Neo Rev, like to get those.
Well, I'm just saying, I would like to do it if they updated the old artwork somehow. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't want the old artwork printed on a.
But that's the whole point of redoing it, though. Like, if they like to have that like Genesis Lugia art back, to have the Shining Charizard back, like like there's your Charizard chase card, right? If they reprinted that, it's awesome.
It's just gonna make me want the original, though.
Huh?
It's just gonna make me want the original. If they reprint the exact same shiny Charizard card, I'm just gonna want the original.
Yeah, but I mean, people still
that
chase
doesn't
this
do
guy.
It for me.
It doesn't. Well, I had to send you your first regular one anyway. So.
No, that does it for me because I know it's original. Like an Evolutions one doesn't.
This is the Evolutions one, bro.
That's what I'm. No, I'm saying the Evolutions one doesn't do it for me. If it's not WotC, it doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
I'm needy. I don't look good in a sleeveless shirt. It's probably the problem.
You are needy. It's that thong sandal tan on your feet. That's the problem. You got to get on my level with the croc holes.
That's soccer dad. I'm all kinds of mess. No, but if I don't want WotC art on a Nintendo card.
I do.
I don't.
Why not? That's what made Evolutions Evolutions. That's what made people want it. I think it's cool. That's what made people want Evolutions. This is the
Evolution made me want WotC.
Okay. So we'll buy it. Oh,
Evolutions made me want WotC. I don't know. But if they could do a shiny chart, like a shiny Gyarados with the dude in the boat, but with a modern spin on it, now that I would get behind. But I'm a Browns fan, so who do I know?
And Rudy's your favorite movie, so.
No, Rudy's a hobbit.
Oh, goodness. You coming back for more? Where's your beverage? I like them all since I have them all. Well.
Who has them all?
Sudon's calling you Golden Heart. That's awesome. That's the best thing I've heard in a while.
Calling me what?
Golden Heart. You need to put your phone lower because you block yourself every time you do it. Just show your Seafoam background.
I just sit him stun fix too.
Seafoam? Oh, huh? He has one of the.
He has his green screen up. That's why every time he picks up his phone, you lose it.
I'm not allowed to not have the green screen up because I don't have blinds, and it makes us look ghetto. Which
it's a back wall.
You're not in mid-construction.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
portion there's no blinds. You're not showing the back.
No, we did not get the vintage boxes from that local guy. We both talked to him for a while, and he just kind of ghosted us. So.
No, it's not even that he ghosted us.
He started jacking the price up, didn't he?
Yeah, he
went out of control.
I don't know if he really wanted to sell. He was one of those when we were talking about earlier about.
So he's looking at the chat. He's looking at stuff on
himself,
TV, or he's watching football. One of the two.
Hi Mo. Hi Leo.
No, I'm watching you on TV.
Hi Tanya. Hi baby.
No, the guy was just what we were talking about earlier. If you don't want to sell it, then don't sell it. But every time. Even if he'd had it up for $5,000, I'm like, all right, I'll give you $5,000. He's like, well, it's going for $6,000 now. You know what I mean? He didn't want to sell something, and then a week later he could have made more money on it. So it's he really didn't want to sell. So it is what it is. That's a nice shirt.
Yeah, no. I wonder where yours is.
It's delayed. It's delayed.
It's lost in shipping again. Stupid Fayetteville. Oh man, the Bucks and the Saints.
Just sit down.
I ain't watching football. I'm not gonna get into that.
I will. I got fantasy. I just watch after the game starts. I'm a WotC guy. What is my phone again?
No, well that and. Bailey just walked in here and asked where the guy is that likes her, a.k.a. Leo.
Wait, who likes her? Oh.
Leo. Leo's like, I want to watch Bailey again.
Hey, Tim. You hush your mouth. I will say hi to people if I want to.
Adam's scared of you.
No, he's not.
Hey, Christy, I asked Adam on a podcast yesterday what was Christy's role in the company.
And what is it?
Boss.
Portia's boss to you then.
She is.
Oh, I absolutely know.
Oh, goodness.
She's the reason I have a green screen.
Yeah. Yep. Because you can't show your seafoam green walls.
Hey, Tom.
Why am I not into football? I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to leave that where it's at. I probably shouldn't have said anything in the first place, but we're going to leave that
Ooh.
Because he likes tennis.
Because I like tennis better.
Spency.
So I like Spency and his tennis. Watch golf. I'm doing 2 random fantasy leagues for football. I'm doing one on my Star Wars game on my phone because we do fantasy football.
Oh my
every year.
god, dude! You're on a fantasy league through Star Wars?
Hell yeah, dude! We've been doing it for years.
Did you get Obi-Wan with your first pick?
No, I got Zeke with my first pick. Yeah, boy.
I do love me some
Third
Star
overall.
Wars.
Star Wars is awesome.
I got a bunch of Baby Yodas.
If I can find the old Decipher cards, that's what I loved playing the card game back in the day. The Decipher card game, it was gorgeous. The art was cool, and like they took the.
You know, that's pretty cool cards. Like I sent that WotC Harry Potter box.
Ooh, those are cool.
Those boxes, like the base box, like the base set Harry Potter box is like $600 now. But those cards are pretty cool, man. They put a really cool spin on like everybody's used to Harry Potter looking like the dude that played Harry Potter. Like those cards, they have and what I really like about them is each of the main characters have a ghost rare, and I love ghost rare cards. Really cool. I wouldn't even mind opening it up now. It's WotC. It's Golden Heart.
Simpsons.
The Simpsons ones was cool, but it doesn't have the ghost. See,
Dude,
Harry Potter had the ghost rare.
I think you know what else had good ones, and I think WotC did it. Somebody can counter me. WotC did an Austin Powers set as well.
Austin Powers?
They did an Austin Powers card game because I remember a buddy of mine growing up. He used to do that a lot.
That's cool.
There is an Austin.
No,
Powers
but I got
set.
that set. I got that set for Trainer Wolf, and ever since he's been showing me what he pulls, I'm like, wow, this is actually pretty cool. I mean, it's very niche, where like but the cards are WotC and they're hard to grade and they're ghost rares, and I'm like, the collector in me wants to open a box. But then he'd want all the cards from me.
Bryce is getting yelled
He'd
at.
want all. Huh?
I hear Bryce getting yelled at.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kids have
goodness.
swimming.
They what?
They have swimming.
Ah, I gotcha.
My kids are going to be Olympic swimmers.
Because all the Olympic swimmers come out of Ohio. We've had this conversation.
Hey, are you joking? Or are you being serious?
I'm being serious. We had this
I
conversation.
know. Okay. I just want to let you know that like Ohio has I didn't know if you were trying to be a smartass, but like Ohio is only behind California when it comes to producing collegiate swimmers. Little known fact. So
Leo said he's never watched Mo said he's never watched a Harry Potter movie. You're behind on the times, man. Those things are cool.
Stop it. Got a baby. You're on parental leave. Go watch them.
Tim,
Rock yourself. Get yourself a nice little chair. Rock the new baby and watch some Harry Potter.
Tim, you need to stop by here. I haven't seen you in a while. You live like minutes.
Tim, you're supposed to be doing our bulk, Tim.
Minutes down the road. No, he needs to be doing TCG. He's going to do TCG play. He's not doing bulk.
What is his title? His title is
TCG.
He's like
head of TCG marketing. I don't know.
TCG supervisor of TCG department. We're getting him a badge. We're gonna get him a name. You got to go through orientation and a drug test.
A suit on. Your kids are going to be champion food contest winners. All right. I mean, that's something to aspire to.
Shit. Bryce is allergic to egg and fish. He's not going to be any type of food eating champion.
Oh, man. Who's got Pokemon related? We're going like on tangent after tangent today. It was ridiculous.
It started off very seriously.
Soul asked if I was a hockey fan. I am. So I am. I like me some hockey. I'm just anti-sports at the moment.
Oh yeah, Scipio's looking for the Final Fantasy Opus box, the first Opus 1.
Yeah.
Dude, that box is fire. That's the one that has the cloud in it.
Store manager and tech support. Yeah. You're gonna be more than just
Tech support.
I am a Sharks fan. I grew up. I grew up in the Bay Area. I'm a Sharks
player
fan.
store manager. I can get behind that.
Well, he's gonna be a store manager for the brick and mortar store. I'll tell you that right now.
Tech support for me right now is Adam and Brad.
So, Rangers fan, that's not bad. Old Mike Richter back in the day.
I'm a Columbus Blue Jackets fan.
Yeah. Want to hear a joke? That was it. Oh, man. Your phone in your green screen is going to drive me nuts.
Well,
I can't see
you. You are more than welcome to come up here and go with Porsche and shop for blinds.
I'm going to come and hang blinds.
I don't need. I hung. They're hung.
Man.
They're just the rods are hung.
Sudon wants a position in Hydro Pump. He'll be the hype man.
That's fine.
You could always use the hype man.
I was thinking more of like the chauffeur, but we can go with hype man.
He just drive the car around.
Just drives it around.
People everywhere. But oh goodness.
I have nothing else. Man.
I wanted to do the drawing for the bulk box, like for the people that traded in bulk, but I totally dropped the ball on that, so we're gonna have to do it next time. We'll do it the Sunday after Champions. So. Well,
Retro was saying he's like, I wish Burger King would have done a Pokeball toy promotion like they did in the late 99, 2000. They are going to come. McDonald's is going to do something. I mean, we already saw that they accidentally put a card in Darkness Ablaze. So I have a feeling that that's going to be the 25th anniversary. Is you're going to see some fast food Pokemon stuff somewhere, and it'll probably be McDonald's.
Get me a Hydro Pump decal, I'll put on my car. So Gyarados Freak does have a good question. I think it's going to be a total of a 6-month turnaround for regular PSA cards. So
just an FYI,
you have a giant TV above you that you could put the chat on. Or are you watching the game? The game's over.
No, the game's over.
Oh, yeah.
No, Browns lost. I know. Eric do it. Eric put his Charizards in at a higher level to get them back faster. So, like, if there's cards you really want back faster, you can always put them in at a higher level.
Yeah. But it's not always worth it.
It's not always worth it, but if you want them back sooner, I mean, there's definitely a speed difference in 13 compared to 55. So, like, forever. If I wasn't using up my free ones, I would have put the Blastoise up at 55.
Yeah. We'll probably put the Charizards up at 25.
The pink ones?
Promos, yeah. Just to get them back.
I mean, the other ones are going to be what do you think the shinies and the rainbow is going to have to be up? Is not going to be bulk.
Oh, I'd put them up. I'd put them up at the 55 level all day. I just get a.
Well, I'm just saying, just rare. This raw value is not the raw value of those two cards are going to be through the roof when it first starts.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's like we told Eric to do his VMAXs at the 55 level.
That's what I just said, and like those cards are over. Those cards are probably $500, $600, so it's worth it.
Yeah, I think 3 to 5 is what I've seen.
But the one I'm going to buy from him is probably only worth like $100. All your tins are worth like $500, except this one. It's worth like $100.
Turnaround times are getting lower. It's just there's such a backup though. It's tough. It's the library came back fast because we put it in at that like extreme level that. That's why that one came back fast. Your signed card because it was just so expensive.
And that's by Sudon, and there's like a couple others that have shiny Charizards that are coming back faster because they were put up at 55.
Mine came back right away.
Like there's 2 Charizards sent in. There's 2 orders sent in the same box. One of them was at the 55 level, and then one of them was at another level.
So
I think it's the bulk level. And it's crazy. I don't even know what they do with those.
So there was multiple order, like Tim's box that had the library also had the Charizards that just came back. It also had his other signed card, and then it had the base set Charizards in it that I sent in. And the last signed card of Tim's just got checked in, and that was, I mean, we had turned that stuff in months, like over a month ago, and it finally the box had been opened, and they didn't check it in until recently. And you know, I still have that 88 Charizard order that hasn't been checked in yet, and that's been over a month, and it's taking them longer. I hope that the times start to decrease as they hire more people like they say they're going to, but I'm just gonna like I'm just gonna put your little golden war turtle thing up instead of your face. It's driving me nuts. You no longer get Adam. You get the good turtle.
Is that what it is now?
Yeah, I took you off. I couldn't do it. You keep disappearing, and it's driving me crazy.
My bad.
Oh man, there he is. Now he's back. But it'll come back. So my Neo set is worth grade. All the hollows eventually, absolutely. Anything WotC hollow is worth grading. Now what did you do? Oh, he's yelling at the kids. But he muted himself. He's gonna yell. But stuff will start getting back. Like we have stuff that's there whenever you get the PSA returns back. Are you doing a big showcase? So when we get our personal ones back, we'll do a big showcase. But we've told people that unless you want us to show yours, we will show them. Oh my goodness, this dude. If not, we will. If not, we'll show them. If you ask us to show your cards, we'll say that they're yours, and we'll do the showcase on the grades. If not, we won't. We'll just send them to you so you can be happy. Scipio, he let me. Well, it was kind of like I said, hey, if I can get you to a certain sub count, can I show your Zard? And he said sure, because I don't think he thought we were going to get him there, but we got him there. And his was the first one that we had showed on camera aside from Tim's, but Tim doesn't have a channel. And so, but he had asked me as soon as I said, hey, your card's getting sent back and I have the grades for it. He asked for it was anyway. So, all right, we'll put Souls up on camera, but if you show me yours, I'll show you mine. Only if Danny shows. Goodness, but yeah, we'll show them if you want us to show them. If not, like we'll let you guys be surprised. If you ask us for what the grades are, we'll tell you what they are. If you want to ruin the surprise when you get them. But Scipio opened his box up. I sent his PSA 10 Charizard back to him, and he opened it on his channel anyway, even though we had already ruined the surprise and whatnot. So, but when you get my 7 back, just send them to me. I'm planning on doing a review. Exactly. So we will always plan on doing that unless otherwise. That's what I'm saying. So if you tell us you want us to open them, we'll open them. If not, like by default, we're going to send them to you and we won't tell you what the grades are. So that is the default setting to our grading is that.
And all the cards that we send in, we're going to do a reveal. Most of them get sent to me, or if they get sent to Adam, then we're going to do a reveal, kind of like what TCA does, in the sense that we'll show you what we have, and you guys can get first dibs, because we'll always show them off before I put them on eBay. So if you guys want anything that we get back, you guys will kind of be able to see those first, and kind of just say, "Hey, I want that."
Unless they're personals, so there are some personals in there. Brian, no, it's just the California spot. That's the problem. So, Beckett's in Texas, and I don't know where the heck GMA is, but I just don't even deal with that. Pass Gold Star PSA 6. Ooh, wow. Yeah, as we get them back, we'll let you guys know. As things like progress through the system, we let you guys know. It's usually not. It's usually in a DM. It's not in a group message. So if you've got questions about it, let us know. But like if you put them in at that lower level, I lost him again. If you put them in that lower level, then it's you just got to be patient. That's all it is. I've talked to Scipio because Scipio does a lot of stuff. He sends stuff in monthly. It's the longer you hold on to it, still the longer it's going to take to get back. Just because like you're waiting for them to open up, you still have had to wait that amount of time. So if you send them in now, you're going to get them back earlier than you initially thought you were going to, and quite possibly at a lower level as well. So as things go up in price, then there's the possibility of the price level of that card going up at the same time. So get them in while they're cheaper, sit on it, because either way, if you send them in now or you send them in 6 months from now when PSA turnarounds are shorter, you've still waited that same amount of time to get it back. So that's just my stick on that one. Oh, look, he's back. But
me?
Yeah, I keep every time you filter yourself out, I put the War Turtle back up. But I have 12 I can send to help fill the submission. We always see he did it again. As soon as I put him back on the screen, he goes and gets himself all off. But I've got nothing else. I don't know what Adam's doing because you're gone now. Oh look, he's back. But yeah, I mean that's about it. We hope to let everybody know about Champions Path by Wednesday.
There will be at everyone on the Discord as soon as we know, and I will make sure that we say that we know, and then follow that by
DMing everybody. So that's the big thing for this week is just getting those numbers so we can take care of it and whatnot. But all the Euros are starting to head to bed. I think it's about time that I get these kids fed because they had a sleepover last night and they did not go to sleep until about 11:30. So mine need their normal bedtime. He's going nuts because that's his normal bedtime for his kids anyway.
But we'll be back the Sunday after Champions Path release. So we'll be talking about that. And then we got some big things in store for October as far as guests and whatnot. I think October will have 2 guests.
Yeah,
but we can't have a guest.
Beginning and the end of the month, yeah.
Huh?
Beginning and the end of the month.
Yeah, in October. And we will hopefully have a non-skinny jean overlay for just us. And then we will have a new overlay for the interviews one that we do. So big shout out to Tech Department, a.k.a. Brad Wolf.
So that's what we got for today. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, Minuteman Ren asked if we were going to be doing Becca grading. We're not right now. We just don't have, I don't know. Maybe Adam needs more work to do. And we can.
I actually, depending, that's a possibility. So if you're interested, DM me if you're interested.
If there's enough people that want Beckett grading, we'll start doing it.
Because I actually, with my DBS cards, am actually interested in doing BGS grading. So if there's enough of interest in it, then
sports cards too.
Let me know. Huh?
And the sports cards as well. So
yeah.
Brad is Trainer Wolf, yes. Whenever we say Brad, we're talking about Trainer Wolf. He does a lot of the digital stuff. He does all the digital stuff for us, except for EpicTube did the intro and some in the initial.
Yeah, Epic did my intro and the podcast intro. So both those guys very, very good with their editing skills. as you know, Brad and I, or not Brad and I, but Adam and I like to do as minimal editing as possible. Hence how Adam releases stuff without hand cams sometimes.
A lot. And then I have to wait for somebody to be like, hey, like I couldn't see the cards. Like, crap, I did it again. Thank you guys very much for a fun 2 hours. I know for a while there we were talking about donuts and eating challenges and whatnot, but it just
That's what it's all about.
That we're people. That there's more to us than just Pokemons and whatnot. So, yeah, Ren, shoot us a DM if you want Beckett. If we can get like 10 or so people to say that they want Beckett grading, maybe we'll open that up too, because Adam could use some extra work. Bro,
yeah. as soon as PSA comes back,
you're gonna be screwed.
I mean,
1,000 cards,
thousands, and selling them and putting them up. That's another thing why selling singles on TCG Player is so nice, because they have the built-in names and everything and pictures and stuff.
Yep.
If you try to sell singles on eBay, you have to take the picture, you have to put all the description and everything. That's why you don't sell singles on eBay.
But that you don't get as much for them most of the time. Yeah. But everybody have yourselves a fantastic rest of your Sunday. If you're football fans, enjoy watching. I don't even know. What's the Sunday night game?
I don't know. There's a bunch of Monday night. There's double Monday night games too. So I think there's double Sunday night games.
Is the Cowboys game, or is it the...
Maybe.
Isn't the Rams Stadium the first game in the new Rams Stadium tonight?
Maybe.
I think that's what it is. It's the Rams game tonight. So enjoy your day. And stay tuned for Champions Path announcements this week. And if you could, please, for my sanity, be patient. I don't need 100 DMs a day asking about it. That's my last time that I'm just going to say.
And just an FYI, at the release of every set moving forward, there will be a tournament and just like we're doing with Darkness Ablaze right now. There will be a Vivid Voltage tournament, and then every set will have a tournament with first, second, and third place winners. So.
And we'll do it for if you use for bulk in between each set as well. So for every $50, you'll get an entry ticket, and we'll give away another box that way as incentive to trade your stuff into us. But yeah, everybody have a good one. Deuces, happy pack busting, all that stuff, and we will see you next